Hi everyone. We've got another viewers clip today. Now, over the past few weeks, the UK has been blessed with some really wet weather. And it's quite unusual even for the UK at this time of year. And there are certain parts to our driving that we have to adapt to. Now, this incident sent in is quite extreme. Let's have a look at it. Now, seeing that clip for the first time, I don't think I would have probably even gone into the water. I probably would have parked in and even had a little look at a few of the other vehicles going through and see how they coped first, because it did look pretty deep. So that's the first bit of advice I'd like to give to everyone. Don't even bother unless you're certain you're going to be able to clear. Just before we have a little look at the clip though, again, massive thanks to everyone who sent all the clips in. We've got some crackers coming up, and if you could, please keep sending them to the usual places.
Now, first thing, I'm sure we've all had these situations where there's a massive heavy downpour and there's standing water on the road. But personally, I've never had to deal with anything this extreme. It's around about here that alarm bells start ringing for me. The pavements are starting to get covered with water and you can't see the curbstones.
So how many of my viewers actually know where their air intake is on their car? Is it quite high up or is it low down? Honestly, I didn't have a clue on this BMW 1 Series. Didn't have a clue where it was. So that proves that there's got to be a little bit more thought before you go into the water, unless you're absolutely certain to go through. Now, some four-wheel drive vehicles are designed to have big wading depths. In other words, they can go through quite deep water comfortably, and you can even get add-ons. You can get what we call snorkels, which are extensions that actually move the air intake really high up. You might have seen them on some four-wheel drive vehicles, and that allows them to go through deep water. But unless you know, don't bother going through.
It's these next few moments though that really says to me, excuse the pun, I'm in too deep. Have a look at the water splashing over the bonnet and look at the car that we're following. Look how deep it gets. Now, in a moment, I'd like you to watch the car behind and what it does. It actually moves towards the centre of the road, and generally this is a good idea. Because of the camber of the road, roads are generally taller towards the middle and they slope off towards the edges. So the shallowest part of the flood is going to be near the middle of the road. I think the van from the opposite way realises this and also heads towards the middle. It's at this point now my viewer panics because they think they're going to go deeper and stops the car. What I would have done in this situation is tried to keep moving. But if you're already here, there's always going to be a risk of water getting into your engine and potentially destroying it. So me personally, I'd try and keep the bow wave going in front of me and try and clear to higher ground. My viewer turns the engine off at this point. Is there anyone out there with mechanical knowledge that could say to me whether this was a good or a bad idea? Luckily enough, when he changes his mind and starts it up again, it fires up straight away. Rightly so, the silver car to the right is having second thoughts. And so are most of the others by the looks of it. What I will add though, I'm not sure this is the best place to park to inspect how much water's got in.
So what's everyone's thoughts on that? Is that useful? Is that a situation that anyone else out there has dealt with? Because honestly, I haven't. I've driven through water, but never that deep. So hopefully it's been a big help and it might just save someone a few quid on a car repair. So please let us know your comments. It's always interesting to see what other people think and other people's opinions. So keep them coming and I'll see you all soon.